Hello, hello,
Oh,
everyone. Welcome,
hi.
welcome. Come on in, come on in.
Yes, you better send that Reiki out there.
Get your beverage, get your journal and
Mhm.
your pen, and um,
Okay.
and
Oh, I
let's
got a
get
ribbon too.
ready. Oh,
Let's do it.
let's do it.
Let's
Let's
do it.
do
We're
it.
rooted and grounded. Ah,
Yes, we
ah,
are. Mm, yes, we
I feel
are.
it. We are so giddy today, so excuse us or not. It's a good day.
It's really good energy. It's like, you know what? It is what it is, and we get to laugh, we get to expand in it, we get to flow in it.
Mhm.
It's it's that
Yeah,
energy.
yeah.
Yeah. With
Whew,
that, please
go
introduce
for it.
yourself, ma'am.
Yes, I am Marissa, Marissa with a C, a free, courageous, authentic woman. And I am, according to here, your embodiment coach, right? But I support, I support historically marginalized folks in taking a breath, regulating their nervous system, and removing the weight of the world, um, stepping into their most radical, self-loving, free, abundant, pleasure-filled selves. And I had the pleasure of co-hosting with my good sis Latoya over here. So yeah, let the people know.
And it definitely is my honor. So I am Latoya, your spiritual inner power coach, guide, and practitioner, truly helping women get into the space and release all the BS and the real
Ooh,
blocks that prevents them to
mm,
the real blocks that prevents them from really leaving the legacy, the new legacy of money, of wealth, of deservedness, of worthiness, and of
mhm.
goddess energy. So
Ashe.
that's what I'm here
Yes.
on
Well,
this
today's gonna
planet.
be fun.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Let's talk about it.
What we
Here we
talking
are
about? What we talking about?
in this space, the real you, real life, real power. We're talking about the quote, never put yourself on sale. How
Mhm.
appropriate as we go into Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Sell Your Soul Tuesday,
Yeah.
all of these.
So,
All the
small
things.
business Saturday. Yeah, all of
Small
the
Business
things.
Saturday. Yeah. Yeah. What a
Yeah.
what a what a nice, juicy, controversial quote.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. So never put yourself on sale. I feel like I did pull a card today. I pulled the
Please do
chariot
this.
card.
Okay, hold on. Let me bring us some music in. Let's do
Yeah.
that.
This is fun. So I pulled the chariot card, and let me see if it can get a little bit clearer. This is a card of action. We are ready. It's time to move forward. Like our spirit guides are here to support us. There is balance. There is understanding. There is a knowing. The universe is in alignment, and it's time to get going. And it's not by happenstance that we're moving into this Sagittarius season, which is it's time to take some actions here. But there's like, I don't know if you can see in the back, but there's like this revving up behind her on this
Mm,
motorcycle.
mm,
She's ready to go,
mm-hmm,
but she
mm-hmm,
also is she's going it alone, but we're her spirit team, if that makes sense. That's
mm,
what I hear. And she's got her wand. She has got her team, and she's ready to move, take action.
mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It feels like
It's
that's
interesting.
resonating with you because
In,
yeah.
okay, so I was mentioning to Marissa today that I was caught up in comparing myself, right? Because now is the season. Everybody's out there selling their things as they should be. And I started comparing myself. And then I was
Mhm.
like, okay. And this I know when I get into that space, I know that I need to pause and I need to really just be with myself,
Mm,
be with my spirit team,
mm,
as you so eloquently put it, and go in, right? And remember who I am. Me
mm,
specifically as a reflector, being so open to other
mm,
people's energies. Um, and so yeah, I was doing that. And what's interesting, I was using something that Christy Marie Sheldon uses as I was listening to her, and she says, ask the universe, okay, universe, and ask over and over again, just not like over and over again, but just ask, keep asking until the universe downloads and ask, okay, as far as the goal is concerned, what do I need to do? And you can ask it in so many different ways. What do I need to do for this goal to manifest? Who do I need to
mm.
be for this goal? What do I need to release for this goal to manifest? What do I
Yeah,
need to share? Right. And just be in that space and just keep letting the questions come. And so I was really
yeah,
trying to be very like, um, so, like, who do I need to be? Who do I need to become? How do I need to expand? How do I need to release clear? And I very clearly heard, like, spirit say, what you need to be asking right now is what do you need to do? It's okay to do.
yeah,
Right. Like, we got it. Be, release, heal, clear. Yes, we got it. But do, right? There is a time
yeah,
for doing, and this is what you
yeah,
need to be asking. And it's okay to ask that, and it's okay to be in the space of action. And so I was
yeah,
like, okay.
yeah,
So I started writing
yes.
that. What do I need to do? Um, and things started coming to me. So yeah, I'm sharing that to say that's why that card is resonating with me right now. And so thank you for that.
I think I need to reflect on that as well. Like I feel like this energy is about just jumping in, and I think a lot of times we feel like we need to have it all planned out and figured out, and it's like no, you already have a knowing, you already understand, you already have what you need. We got you. Like let's go. And one thing that I heard at my like I go to these community conversations and like spiritual expansion and spaces called Soul Work Sunday. And one thing one of the elders was saying was to when you wake up in the morning, ask your spirit to come forward, right? And to
Mm.
help, as opposed to your human self just out
Mm.
here flailing. Your spirit already knows, right? And so I have been doing that. And when it comes to not putting myself on sale, it's like I took the month of October to get clear on what it is that I am doing and which direction I am going and who I should be connecting with. And I get to say yes or no, and I get to
Mhm.
name my
Mhm.
and like I get to name my price unapologetically, and that's what I have been doing. And there's a part of me that is like, "Ooh, that might be too much, or they might not want to pay." And this is an opportunity for you to make money, and da 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 da. And that's cool, but the price is the
Mhm.
price, and they have taken the price. They have taken the price, and I give them an invoice that says you got to pay me this amount first in order to confirm that I'm coming, and then the rest is due on the day that I deliver the services. And I know a lot of times we have this idea like, oh, we give people an invoice, and there's a period after the services have been
Mhm.
rendered, have to pay. And I'm like, no, I need to be paid now. Like I did this,
Mhm.
I'm doing the
Mhm.
service. And I come from a more corporate space where a lot of stuff is on invoice and it is paid
Right.
over time and stuff like that. And that's cool for them. That doesn't work for me. And I'm naming that. And it is up to the other person to have a conversation if they need more time or what have you. And that experience came up recently where there was a woman who needed just a few days post the event, and I was like, okay, 3 to 5 business days. That's about as much
Right.
as give you, but I still need my deposit. Like and then I also just trusted that our relationship was greater than her missing a payment because, or her not speaking up to me
Mm.
and telling me to have it or she needs time or something like that. But yeah, my price is my price. And even though sometimes it's scary to name the price, it's scary to
Wait a
name the
minute,
price because you
because
feel
you glossed over
it's
something,
very
and it's completely related to that last phrase that you said. It's scary to name the price, but
yes.
we must go back to what you said.
Okay.
And you said, I
Okay.
had to trust that the relationship was greater
hmm
than whether she paid me or not. Did I get that right?
It was greater than what did you say?
Did you say I had to trust that our relationship was greater than whether she
Oh,
pays?
yeah. Like her like not paying me or not following up with me after the fact. Because I don't
Mm,
I request payment by the day of the service, not because I fear that they're not going to pay me, but I believe that that's
mhm.
when I deserve to be paid now.
Right,
And
right.
so when she asked for some extra time, I had to sit with myself and like, do I trust that our relationship is greater than um, this person possibly getting over on me and not paying me later or taking the risk that
Mm,
they won't pay? And the answer was, yeah, I trusted our relationship was bigger because I knew we have more work to do outside of that one event. So I was like,
mm,
sure, take the extra days. And she honored the agreement, and I
mhm,
appreciated that,
mhm,
you know?
mhm.
Yeah.
There's so many ways we can go from here, but yeah, I really want to just kind of dive even more into this, right? Because I come from a space where um, my belief was if I don't put myself on sale, no one will buy, right?
Mm,
That I know my worth, but no one else will know my worth unless I put myself on sale. And I really appreciate, it's Suze Orman where this quote comes from, by the way, everybody who's listening.
mhm,
And I think the book is called Women and Money.
mhm.
And um, and I love that she says yourself, right? Because
Yes.
there's the products, there's the services, right? And then there's the meaning that we give or we attach to the products and the services.
Mhm.
There's a large piece of ourselves, I believe, in the for a lot of us. There are some of us that are doing like drop shipping and Amazon, and maybe there's no piece of you in
Yeah.
what you're doing. That's different.
Yeah.
But when you're creating and you are in your purpose, right? That
Mhm.
what you're selling is part of your placement here on Earth.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying the other is bad. And I'm not saying that. I'm just speaking to those who are in a different
Yeah.
space. That
Yeah.
oftentimes we feel like um, there's an intertwinement there, is what I'm saying. And
Mm.
there's a difference between me saying, you know what? I feel led to and I feel guided to put this service or this product on sale for this specific reason. And the other, which is what I used to feel, the belief of if I don't put it on sale, no one will buy, no one will know my worth. No one will agree with my worth, right? It was like I know my
Yeah.
worth, but nobody else knows my worth. And so I might as well put myself on sale. And it really has to be
Yeah.
heard that way because there is a different energy behind that,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah, you know what I hear when you say that, I too have the voice that is like, are they gonna pay? Are they gonna pay that much? Do they see the value, right? But
Do
the
they
other
see the
part
value?
about do they see the value? But the other part about the sale part is like growing up, a sale was seen as a deal. Like I'm getting this great deal for this thing that I've wanted, or I've
Mhm.
always wanted, or I couldn't get otherwise, or something like that. And
Mhm.
so I can see how that could possibly be some people's mindset, like, I'm getting a steal for this person, but I want the people to who are buying to understand my value and want to pay me full price, because they want to make sure that they are investing in not only me but in themselves, right? And I there is something to be said about free things and how you show up versus discounted things and how you show up, and full price things and how you show up.
Okay, can you say that? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this because you know, during like the last 24 hours, I've been thinking about, and I was going to ask you this. So I'd love for us to talk about this. And those of you who are watching and you're watching on hashtag replay, I would love for you to drop in the chat, right? What are some brands that you
Mm,
know of and you
mm,
know you feel quality
mm.
and you hope that they have a Black Friday sale, but if they don't, you know you're gonna go get that thing because because the quality is just that, right?
Mm,
Can you think of any?
mm. I mean, I think in this season, I haven't been as connected to my material things as I used to.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but when it comes to services, there are certain people um, that I will buy from, regardless of what the price is.
Mm-hmm.
There's also certain, like, what's the thing called? Like, adornments that
Yes.
I will pay full price for, regardless if there was a sale or not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
and
will tell you.
I see in the chat some cars. There's certain car, Mercedes and Lexus, like,
Go
yes,
ahead,
I
say that.
agree, because I had a cute little BMW for quite some time, and when it was time to give her up, I was like, a friend of mine, or the person that I was dating, he wasn't even a friend. The person that's a whole nother story. But the person that I was dating was like, "Why don't you get a Honda Pilot?" And I ain't no problem with a Honda Pilot, but I'm not moving from a Beamer to a Honda Pilot. I'm still young, I got no kids. Okay, you ain't about to put me in that. I'm about to do something a little bit more luxurious at this time.
I hear you. I hear you. And I will say, my car right now is not of the luxurious brand per se, but I will tell you, um, when Chris and I, when he first joined the military, and we were like, we grown now, we're going to get a car, right? We bought a Highlander. We bought a Toyota Highlander, 2005.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's a fun car. Isn't it, for like off-roading and stuff?
It is. And wait a minute now. We had that car for 12 years.
Hmm.
12 years. And I never took that car to the mechanic, not once, except for routine, whatever you need to
Yeah.
do, right? Not once. So what happened? When it was time, when Julia was born, it was like, oh, we need a 7-seater. We have people now, right? I was not moving. I was like,
Hmm.
I have children. I need reliability. I need
Hmm.
safety. I need the things.
Hmm.
And I know this
Hmm.
Highlander has carried us through thick, thin, snow, water, what you want. And we got another Highlander. And I'm gonna tell you, and I'm super, super pleased. That Highlander been all around the world. The Black is here with us in Portugal, right? And it's doing its thing. But again,
Yeah.
quality. And we went, to
Hmm.
trade in and to get the
Hmm.
bargain. But if the web bargain wasn't exactly where I wanted, I knew I wasn't moving, right? Like this is
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
is gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Based on the quality and what I had received.
Yeah.
I think about brands like Bose. I remember growing up, I remember my aunts like saving up money to
Hmm.
buy a one-piece Bose or speaker because
Yes. Yes.
it was quality, right?
It
And
was
the
quality. Yes.
that you needed to save up, right?
Yeah.
Um, and I remember seeing that if you
Yes.
wanted that quality, you knew. You had to
Yeah.
pay, and you would save your coins, and it was a good, joyful. It was a danceful thing when that came into your house. You know, you cleaned off the space, and it was right.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
everything
It
just
had its
came.
own, you took care of it. Yes. Yes. You took good care of it. It had its own space. And that's what I mean. And if to translate that into the services space, right?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I'm I'm thinking about where who I want to serve, the spaces that I want to serve in, and the type of energy that I want to bring into the space. And it is not a discounted experience. I'm not giving a discounted experience, so I am not discounting my price.
Yes,
Right?
for myself,
If
because
or
in the
myself.
in the space of services, you're not just
Yeah.
bringing the tool or the practice or the knowledge.
Hmm.
You are
Hmm.
bringing you.
You. Yes. And that's why there's so many people who do the same things. And it doesn't matter. We're not in competition with each other. It doesn't matter if somebody else is doing the thing that you are doing. They are not you. And that's what the
And
people
will
are
never
paying
be.
for. Yes, and will never be. And that's what the people are paying for. They are paying for you. You want people who want to pay you, invest in you, invest in themselves, so that they can, they will show up at the events and show themselves. And there may be some people that you just want in the space, or you feel need to be in the space, and your heart says they, by any means necessary, allow them to come in. That's a different experience than
Different
placing
energy.
yourself on sale. That's a way
Yeah.
different energy. And the people who pay full price show up fully. I know that there's something from, if there's a free something that I go to, I I do want to go to it, but I don't know if I may not show up if that day I'm not feeling good, right? And then if I pay 20, 22, $25 for something, and I'm like, I mean, I do want to go to this thing, but this other thing is coming up. I weigh out if I want to, uh, quote unquote, lose $25, right?
Mhm.
Then if something is more like $80, I'm gonna pull up to the thing because I'm not willing to let go of that. And I'm going to pull up and show up as well.
And
Right.
show up
And
and get all that
so,
I deserve.
and get all that I deserve. And it's not to say that doesn't mean anything in all that I just said. It meant nothing about the person who was teaching. It meant nothing about the experience that is happening. It didn't mean that it was more or less important. It
Mhm.
was purely how I feel about the money exchange that I am giving for this experience.
Yeah.
And that is why I am continuing to learn. Like, some
Mhm.
people may pay for a class and may not show. They may sign
Mhm.
up for a donation-based class and will not show. But
Mhm.
a full, a full workshop, they pulling up to that workshop and they're showing up and they're co-creating the space with the rest of the people in the community. And I appreciate that. But yeah, I've been really sitting with this recently, like, is anybody going to buy? And the answer is yes. The people who this is for
Mhm.
is going to buy. And that is, I realize I can't put so much energy on the possibility of a no. I should put more energy. I get to put more energy in the people saying, yes, I see your value. I see how this can support me, and I'm going to invest in it.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
came up for me just now is because we've been talking from the seller side, but
Mm,
wow, I just saw myself on the other side, right?
mm,
Like, I don't want to put myself on sale in that from that perspective because I really want to attract and align I want to attract aligned clients, right? I want
mm-hmm,
to attract aligned audience. And
mm-hmm.
I want an audience who doesn't want to put themselves on sale, right?
Exactly.
I want an audience who doesn't see themselves as discounted, right?
Mhm,
Like I always want to be in a discounted life,
mm, mhm, mm, mm.
right?
Ooh, as you're speaking, I'm thinking about more than just product or service. I'm thinking about the
Absolutely.
relationships that we have in general. Like,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah, are we discounting ourselves out or counting ourselves out from relationships that could be more expansive because we for instance, there's a lot of women who like, oh, I can't leave this relationship because I got kids and ain't nobody gonna want someone with kids. And it's
Hmm.
like,
Hmm.
no, the kids don't discount your value. They don't change your worth.
Exactly.
Okay.
Say
They do
that.
not. And
Oh,
you
your
know,
age,
yes,
your
your age.
weight, your
Yes,
shape, maybe
yes,
it has changed, right?
yeah.
Your hair has changed, right?
Your
Now
energy has
your
changed. Your
your
energy
energy,
has
your
changed.
beliefs.
Your beliefs have changed. You don't have to stay connected to people who I wouldn't say who have different beliefs from you because that's okay, right? But
Right,
who are not in alignment with who you're becoming or who are not supporting who you're becoming because they don't
right.
like that you are changing. And so we kind of step back and maybe put up, oh child, this message is for me. Let me go ahead and say exactly what this
Bring
message
it.
is for me.
Bring
Okay.
it.
I just experienced this past Sunday being a channel, every these past 2 Sundays being a channel in a way that I have never experienced before. And it also has made me nervous because I feel like it might bring a wedge between me and some people who don't believe in, spirit taking over you and sending messages to other people. And so it's like, do I not tell them that that is something that I do? Do I not share that part of my life with them, right? So I'm giving them a discounted version of me by not sharing the fullness of the experiences that I'm having. When I'm excited that I have become this channel, when I have helped someone shift their mindset or how they're living their life or their beliefs or helping them question it and bringing some clarity to them, that is amazing to me. That is exactly what I'm here to do, but I can't share that with the people who won't understand because they're not in alignment with me. So I show them only a portion of me and not the fullness of me, and that is not fair to them. I'm giving them a discounted
Mm,
version to try to love me, and I'm not giving them a chance to see the fullness and love the fullness of me and invest in the fullness of
wow.
me. Child, that was
Wow.
for me.
Wow. Wow.
I
Wow.
just read myself. I just,
And in the process, read me too, because I have been feeling the same way
yeah.
about Vedic astrology,
And
which of
clearly
course
D
my
has
past.
as well. Okay.
Okay, Dee, thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes.
Giving people a discounted version. Go ahead. Tell us how you listen. What's been going on for you?
And so the same has been coming up for me in the past 2 weeks. And really, I started studying Vedic astrology just as an interest of mine. And I was like, I think this is interesting, mostly because it's different. It's
Hmm.
different. It's not the most popular in the United States. And I was like, let me check it out. And I've
Hmm.
just been checking it out and studying it. And a beautiful friend and client that I had, during a coaching conversation, I was like, give me these dates. I just want to check this out. And the reading was so powerful for her that she started referring me out, right? And I was like, ooh, at first, this is not really this is not really how this is supposed to go. And then I was like, well, I'll just keep it there for her and those who know. But is this something that I'll say? Is this something that I will broadcast? This is something that I will publicize that could be a part of my services. And I found myself even in speaking to people like saying, okay, yes, I do Reiki, I do tapping, and then leaving that part out, giving people a discounted version of who I
Hmm.
am and my giftings. And
Yeah.
why would I do that when the people who are experiencing that part of myself are experiencing breakthroughs and new understandings of themselves?
Yeah.
Why would I do that when it's really a part of the unfolding? And I need to
Hmm.
say that, and there's the message for myself of the unfolding. Guess what? We get to
Yeah.
give ourselves permission to
Hmm.
unfold. and to continue to
Mm.
unfold. However you see it, you see that like an origami, or a
Yeah.
rose, right? Like we get to give ourselves the
Ciao.
permission to continue to unfold in the fullness and the beauty of who we are and what we came
Mm.
here on this earth to do.
I appreciate you using that analogy because I did a mirror
Mhm.
work workshop this past week, and this woman, a part of my mirror work is a group exercise where one person is in I call it the queen seat or the king seat, but the main seat, and everyone
Mhm.
goes around and says one word or phrase that they think of when they see this person, right? Just to reflect back
Mhm.
to one, to show that we are all reflections of each other, and two, that you are seen even if you don't want to be seen. Right. And so the word that she used for me was voluminous. And I started thinking
Wow.
about, and she was like, just kind of, and like kind of like a flower opening. And
Mhm.
I was like, oh, I feel that. I feel like there's an unraveling. But you
Mm.
use, what word did you use just now?
Unfolding.
Unfolding. And I also feel
Mhm.
like there's certain energy that we put behind words, and the word unraveling usually means
Mm.
undone. But
Mhm.
it
Mhm.
feels more like an opening,
Yeah.
right? Of this
Yeah.
tightness of like holding on to this version of me. And it's like, no, we actually, we actually are bigger. We actually are bigger. And so, yes,
Mm.
allowing people to know about the fullness of you. And of course, it doesn't have to be told to every single person, but if you feel it, like share it. And that's another way that I feel like we discount ourselves. Like when people ask, oh, what do you do? And all of a sudden I go into this panic mode and say I teach breath work. And it's like, you do more than teach breath work, girl. We're gonna have to find something else to say, you know?
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Mm.
there's no more discounting. And of course, I think it's partly because, not because I'm discounting myself, but I do so much. It's like, how do I say this in a small little chunk of time or whatever? But
Mhm.
yeah, I get
Mhm.
to, at least for the people that are closest to me, I get to show the fullness of me and not give them discounted versions because I'm afraid of what they might think, or that I might be outside of the range of who they think I am. And I am, because I'm still exploring. I'm outside of the range of who I thought I was too. So yeah,
Mm. Allowing for the evolving.
the allowing, yes,
Yeah.
the allowing.
This came up, and I'd like to share this because this might touch somebody that feels this, but in a different space. This came up with a
Mm,
client that I had last week, and I'm just going to couch it in a way that doesn't violate her confidentiality. But um, when you're in the space to create a new relationship,
mm,
oftentimes we present a discounted version of ourselves
mm,
so that we appear more appealing and
yes,
easier
yep,
to connect with and attach to. um,
yeah,
yeah, and to have a relationship, right?
yeah,
And the invitation is to allow yourself to unfold naturally and unapologetically in all of
mm-hmm,
your glory and beauty,
mm-hmm,
because if you
mm-hmm,
don't, you're going to attract someone who can't, who is not in the space to hold the volume that you are and that
mm-hmm,
you're becoming. And so
mm-hmm,
please don't discount it now and then deal with it later, because it really doesn't work
yeah,
that way. It
yeah,
really doesn't.
yeah,
You don't,
yeah.
just to, it doesn't,
I love
right?
that.
Mm-mm, no, be the fullness of you. Celebrate all that you are and all that you're becoming and all that you're in your love, you're in love with and what you're falling in love with and what you even
Mhm.
think that you might be falling in love with later because
Yes.
because
Yeah.
that way you can start in alignment rather than trying to
Yes.
fix alignment later on.
Yes. 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 Oh my God. Yes, I feel that specifically around romantic relationships. It's like just put it out there. This oh, it's too soon to say. It's too soon to
Mm,
do. It's not too soon. Too soon is fear. Too soon is discounting. Too soon is hiding. Too soon is not allowing for someone to accept the fullness of you. Okay, and if
mhm,
they don't
mhm,
accept it,
mhm.
then it's soon enough for you to get rid of them. It's
Well,
like it's letting you know now, right? Letting you know now, like, oh, this is I have big feelings. And of course, all of you can't unfold in one day or right
right.
away or what have you. But as those parts of you are unfolding, like just be honest and allow them to and see how that person shows up for you.
Yes,
You may be surprised.
you
You
may
may
be
be surprised. Yeah.
both ways. You may
Yes.
be surprised both ways.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
And on that note, my dear, we have given a full 30
Yeah.
minutes. Um,
Yes. 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 Yes.
yeah, and it's time for us
I
to
feel good.
go.
I feel good. I hope you all feel good. I hope you all are going into this holiday season, if you celebrate or if you don't, full. And if you have not already, definitely check out our Patreon, Real Power, Real Life, Real You. It is a space where we can practice some of the tools that we share. We can
Yeah,
practice some of
yeah,
the work that we say we are doing within in community. We would love to see you all in the space. And it is also a place where you can get some tools to support you in this season. And not to say that everything is bad that happens in holiday season. There's just a lot of emotions that may come up. You meeting new people, you're seeing people you haven't seen in a while. You may be having conversations that you felt like you have healed through or you have suppressed and not dealt with, and we definitely are here to support you in that process with the breath, with tapping, with meditation, with movement, with just encouraging words. So definitely check us out. Or you can check out some of our past videos on our YouTube channel, Real Power, Real Life, Real You. Subscribe and see more.
and share, and share,
Yes,
because
and
I know
share.
you know
Yes,
someone who needs to be in this energy and who really,
yes.
really needs this power. So
I know I
share.
read myself, but I know somebody else who could hear it too. So definitely share it. Okay.
Absolutely, absolutely. Everyone, we're sending you so much love and light and power. Have a wonderful holiday
Yes.
this week if you celebrate the turkey or the macaroni and cheese or the because I know most of y'all are celebrating the food. I know that.
The
I
beans,
know
the
that.
greens, the potatoes,
The,
tomatoes,
oh,
lambs.
the pies. I know what you're doing out there. Have yourself a good week, and we will see you next week, if not in the Patreon.
Absolutely. Bye, y'all.